My favorite thing to do at the beginning of each swim practice is to start off with a dive. Because there's no beating that initial shock you feel as your body enters the water. That tingling sensation that shoots down your spine as you're jolted awake. And then you take off. I've been swimming my entire life, and when I first started, ironically, I didn't like swimming very much. It felt like a chore, something that would be waiting for me after school. Practices were long, teachers were strict, so I would count down the seconds until I'd be free. But as swimming continued, I began to embrace the routine. It had become something I could rely on. At the end of a bad day, I knew I'd have swimming to decompress. I would put my head down, turn my brain off, and just swim. I would focus on the feeling of the water on my feet as I kicked. I'd stretch my arms out as far as they would go as I pulled the water towards me. When I swam, everything was right. Everything seemed calmer, quieter. But just as I was starting to develop a love for this sport, just as I was starting to consider taking swimming to the next level, it was all taken away from me. A torn ACL forced me to stop swimming until I'd be fully recovered. Now, all that waited for me after school were painful rotation exercises and muscle shock therapy. This unconventional break made me realize just how much this sport meant to me, how much I relied on it, and so I promised myself that I wasn't going to let it slip away from me. After a year of physical therapy, I was finally cleared to start sports again, and I immediately took up swimming. I joined a team, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made. Diving into that pool for the first time after 2 years was a feeling I will never forget, because we never truly realize the value of something until it's taken away from us.